and a scroll of neutralized poison. All right, let's go back to town. What's the worst that could happen? Discover the gradient tool and they're making it everybody's problem. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. So where is this gonna connect? Or is it just gonna give me like a quick exit out? Probably not. Ah. Okay. Stairs up. Those are to the west. But not this west. Space Age pawns got eaten by a wolf. RIP. Not even having fancy spacer tech can protect you from doggies. Hungry, hungry doggies. Damage. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm just assuming that higher level spell is better for now. For weapons, they do have information, like in the object directory here, we can see how different weapon types stack up against each other. But that's it. And like even this is just, it's just weapon class. You don't know how much damage anything's actually dealing. Ninja Gaiden dogs. Yeah. The Mega Ninja just falling and splattering at the bottom of pits all the time. Looks like the hero's throwing frisbees at the enemies. Yeah, basically. It's because we don't have Fireball yet. You're almost home. Ahead of you, the path winds another half mile around the hills north of the hamlet. Your pack rests heavily on your shoulders. Shifting slightly with each step, the enigmas of the mind still nag at you. Why were those fell creatures encamped herein? From where did they come? And what was the meaning of the scrap of parchment you recovered at the bottom? As you're on the last hill, a sharp, smoky smell fills your nostrils. Burning thatch? Hastily, you drop your pack and jog to the wrecked gate. Heavy smoke hangs in the air, charred timbers smolder from the ruins of houses. The air lies eerily quiet, missing the babble of a living hamlet, the cries of children, the cackle of poultry. A wrecked wagon lies overturned in the middle of the road. Two vultures start at your intrusion and flap away heavily. With horror, you suddenly understand part of the message fragment you found in the mine is dead. Return to the fortress north of Bjarnhaven and wait my orders. Stop at nothing to ensure this danger is removed. This was no random act of destruction, and neither was the burning of your farm. Somebody ordered this, somebody who saw danger in this humble hamlet or in its inhabitants. Shocked, you realize that this savage act must be aimed at you. None of these villagers had traveled more than a league from home in their entire lives. You were not born here, but far away. You lost your godparents in a similar horrific act of arson. You must be the danger. You wonder again at your unknown past, which again has proven deadly to those you loved, and you swear once again to exact revenge against those responsible. Once more, you ponder the scrap of parchment. The town of Bjarnhaven lies but a day's journey down the highway to the west. Perhaps you should exercise your growing skills against this fortress. You kick aside a piece of broken gate, then, remembering your dropped pack, head back to the path to recover it. Bjarnhaven awaits you. Everything is on fire. The world is a-burning. It looks like they even, like, poisoned the well. Yeah, they fucking poisoned well. Smoking remains of a building. A burned wagon. Dark. Alright, well, it's to the west. You journey along the highway for a full day and reach the village of Bjarnhaven. Yay! Saving. This reminds me of this old... I guess it's kind of like a roguelike dungeon crawling multiplayer game called Crossfire. It's like Gauntlet almost, but with RPG mechanics on top of it. And the art styles in the towns look very similar to this. All right, so what do we got? Do I want to deposit my money? No. Here's our temple. Miscellaneous magic shop. That pleases me. We probably eventually will wanna... Glad I held onto that wand of light. We probably will wanna eventually dump our money in the bank. Just for weight. 93 shareware writing greater than D.W. Bradley. In this case, yeah, I prefer something like this. Like they can give me their little lore dump there and now I don't have to think about it anymore. I know the plot. I don't need, you know, 50 hours worth of bullshit and poor writing. Rings of Protection. Yeah, no huffing farts. They wrote enough and they don't feel the need to write any more. And that suits me just fine. More porn stuff like Baldur's Gate 3. Sorry, Hila, you're gonna have to find your weird D&D nerd porn elsewhere. What is this scroll? Phase door. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm gonna hold on to the neutralized poison just in case we bump into something that's like nasty poison. But I think realistically I'll probably have it on my own before then. All right, we got some magic weapons. Strongly increased. 15,000 coppers though. Holy shit, okay. I know longswords are pretty good weapons. Let's see. Yeah, longsword's weapon class 8. And it's magical. I didn't want to buy it. I mean, I could try vendoring more things to be able to afford the strongly increased benefits from the Warhammer. But we don't really fight in melee much, so I don't want to dump all of my money into it. Just most of my money. You don't buy belts. The sword, yeah, I know the sword is not strongly increasing. I know. That's why it didn't cost 16,000. Bracers of Defense, why yes. Well, now we're broke again. Dang it. But I guess, you know, okay. Outfitters, do you buy belts? Yes, you do. 3-slot belt. There are better packs you can get, which we'll probably eventually want. A cape of protection. All right, I'm pretty comfortable with where we are here right now. What else do we have here? What is this? Just Snorri the Sage and Olaf's Junk Store. All right. Save. Well, I guess we're going to the next place then. We have arrived. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. Improvement is an improvement. I'm not gonna worry too much about things that as of like right now we can't really afford anyways, so. Okay, because I mean like that, the money that we got to this town with, that was like basically what we earned for exploring that entire first dungeon. So I figured, you know, just grab some upgrades as opposed to dumping it all into just a new weapon, because most of our killing is done with magic anyways. Hey, friendo. The cursor's making its way to you. Just give me a minute. So I'm noting that like all of the rooms in here are dark. Okay. So is there a secret like right along here? This is clever right here. because they signposted that there's a secret here. That's a very much an old D&D thing, where you would be in something like this, like a keep, and there, you know, if the players were mapping, there'd be that one like void on the map, and you'd be like, huh, I wonder, and then you start poking around, and I always thought that was kind of cool. One dead pawn, and now a mad hare, and a mechanoid raid. Good God. That's a wand. Oh, that was a poison needle. This place looks like ultimate, right? I'm okay with it. I mean, now we're in the dungeon, so it's gonna look like all the other dungeons, but I'll take it. I would be all over, like, a game like this, but using, you know, Ultima 5 era graphics. I find that art, like, that style of graphics so charming. Will be the name of your clone. There you go. Now is as good a time as any to start, Kibitz. Dead wand. Nope. It's nice that we automatically identify dead wands now, though. I am interrupted. Eat death magic, you green-skinned little shit. Airport noises. Yeah, I'm sorry. They irk me as much as I'm sure they annoy you guys. Alright, so what's this ring? An enchanted ring of strength. Okay. How much is that actually doing? So I assume blue is our actual value and green is our base. So that's a little bit. This being bars triggers the shit out of me. I hate it so much. Nah, nobody's complained about him at all thus far. Y'all are far too kind, putting up with the bullshit. But it's one of those things that, like, there's I mean, I could start complaining to the airport, but I don't think they're gonna do anything. Just be that guy every day. I'm calling in and bitching at him. I'm not complaining out of pure fear. That's fair. I know where you walk, Ela. Although I guess you know where I walk too, so. Nox Archrist, Moonring is actually really interesting. I played a little bit of that game, and it was pretty good. Like, it's one that, you know, I play it for 20 minutes, and I'm like, man, I should just set this aside and, you know, stream it or something. Nox Archaeus, though, I'm not familiar with. And then there's, God, what was the other one? The Black Priory, no, it's the one Ela always bitches about because it makes him read. But it has very, like, Ultima-inspired graphics, and I fucking love it. Built houses, then started filling complete. Oh, that's just shitty, though. No, like, I've been here long enough that, by and large, I don't even notice them anymore unless I'm specifically paying attention. So it's not too terrible. A blank scroll. I wonder if that's something you can actually, like, do anything with. All right, activate. Book of Spells. Hey, neutralize poison. Nice. That means I can sell that scroll. Speaking of which, let's have a nappy nap. Let's save. A Dev nostalgic for Might and Magic 6. There was one. Let me see if I can find the link to it. Let's see, Might and Magic. I think I linked it to Ela at some point. Oh, and it like, it's jank because it's an indie dev game. But it felt pretty good. Oh, man. But no, like it played like Might and Magic 6 or 7, and it was satisfying, and it was like charming jank, not shitty jank. But like looking back, I'm not seeing it. I thought I had posted it on Ela's Discord, but I guess not. Is the one with weird, bizarre? No, it didn't look too weird. I mean, it looked like an indie game, not bad. Blocking out a UE5 scene for new Sorpical, lost motivation, need to find it again. Hey, man, fucking Might and Magic, but Unreal Engine 5 melt people's hard drives. Glorious. And I don't think I have it on my Steam wishlist either. No. And the only thing I've got on there that would be is Heroes of the Seven Islands, but that's like if somebody took like Might and Magic 6 and made it into a point-and-click adventure game too. It very much reminds me of like Superhero League of Hoboken, which is another old classic that's kind of a ton of fun. Might and Magic 6 VI. They seriously not have Might and Magics on Steam? They got the Heroes, they got Might and Magic 10. Really? No. Is it all just GOG? Apparently it's all just GOG. Man, that chaps my ass because I would like to actually go back and see if that game's worth anything now. Or not that if it's worth anything, but if it's come along any. Yeah, GOG is where I've played all of them as well. Was supposed to record Hoboken, tried to optimize XP gain, died, and said, that's what you get. Fucking, you are your own worst enemy, Kibitz. Is this game really the early days of roguelikes? This was in the 90s, so not really. Rogue is the early days of roguelikes, NetHack, Ankh-Bond, them. This in a lot of ways doesn't play like traditional roguelikes because, you know, they let you save and stuff. But outside of that, it's pretty... I would equate this to like Dungeon Mans, in that like back in the 90s, this would have been an excellent introduction to the roguelike genre for people looking for kind of a gentler introduction to the horrors that await you in true roguelikes. Godspeed, Kibitz. Rest well. Legend Entertainment. I think the only other game by them I played was Shannara? I think that was Legend, maybe? I know they did like the Deathgate game. I've seen a playthrough of that, and it looks good. But then I just kind of fell off of them. That is a lot of rats. I wish I had proper AoE spells. I started blasting. I'm gonna close the door. Oh, no, I don't want to edit my character. I want to close the door and have a nappy nap. Jesus. Get the coins, close the door again. I'm just gonna keep closing this door as things come through it. Oh my god. Do that, close the door, rest. Because I don't think the skeletons can open the door. God, I actually had to fight that thing like some commoner. I'm gonna save. We're getting interrupted a lot. Shannara's good. I really liked Shannara a lot. That game has a lot of nostalgia for me. That's the majority of it. Okay. That's interesting. If your mouse cursor is up here, you can't move it with the WASD keys, but if it's in the game window area, you can. Or not the WASD keys, the keypad keys. It's kind of cool. Hey, 3-slot belt, nice. And you get... I see a monster. I see a monster. I see a monster. I see a monster. Yeah, that's just those guys up there. We're fine. Alright. Medium wounds. Minor wound. No. 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 Get out of here. You may go. We want this belt. Relationship with 2-slot belt ended. Oh, it even has a potion on it already. Neat. Rat equals monster. I mean, given that one of them, like, ripped our throat out in the very beginning of the game, I can imagine that Devon probably has some unresolved issues there. Alone on an Airship Explorer setting, and then they eventually made Unreal 2 and Lordy. Okay, so that's just like some rusty garbage gear I'm not too interested in. Yes, rats are friends, 100%. This hallway's just bastardry with traps, alright. Yes, there's nothing like taking Sherry on a quest with you in Ultima... God, which one is it? I think it's 6 and... I know you can have her in your party in 6. I can't remember if she's in 7 or not. I just remember having her in my party in 6, and by the end of the game, she's just like this fucking juggernaut of murder, and it's glorious. She's just a little mousy mouse that likes cheese. Enemies do spawn in, yes, but they also wander. So like if I clear a level and like seal myself into a room, I'll probably be okay, because things won't spawn in that room, I don't believe. But if I leave doors and stuff open, things will eventually like wander around and find me. Original Unreal 1 style, single player game again, man. Unreal is so good. That game was so good. Everybody, you know, fucking wrote Half-Life. Unreal was so good. What the oh, it's a rat man. Alright. It's like, what the hell is that? Until you rats hate cheese but like chocolate. Not entirely sure if that's true. I honestly don't know. I know that they can have chocolate. I don't have enough mana, no, not. We gained a level. Level 5, alright. Can I bring up the help menu? No, of course not. I'm curious what clairvoyance does. Castle of the Winds, clairvoyance. Let's see. No, I just saw it. Where did it go? Divination. Clairvoyance. Allows the character to see an area of the dungeon without visiting it. Situationally useful, but I think levitation's probably gonna be it. Lets you walk on the air, avoid gravity activated traps, good for avoiding all traps but a glyph of warding. Yeah. Clairvoyance it is. There is a help option in here that has all the spells in it, but you can't access it while the pick a spell menu is up, so I had to fucking Google it instead. Believe me, guys, I have experienced the user interface here. We have gone into help multiple times. We'll look and see what spells do. So I'm curious how long it lasts, and if we have any way of knowing that it wears off beyond some message in the message box that I'm gonna forget about. Half-Life 1, yes. Yeah, a lot of it is faked. But I mean, you know, it's faked well enough that it's like, I don't give a shit, it's amazing. Well, hello there. It's a hand axe. I was hoping it was something decent. I mean, it might be like heavily magical, but I doubt it. Nope, it's cursed. Get out. And a potion of detect traps. It's interesting that I keep having to identify some of these potions, but not others. Maybe it's just like healing potions that stay or are automatically identified. Oh, hello there. Ah, it's a small pack. Dang it. I was hopeful. Small pack with a small bag. With a book of spells, a draft of trap detection, and other things. Can I put... I wonder... I have an idea. Close this. Close this. Can I pull this out and put the bag on it? Oh, I totally can. I can have a bag of healing potions hanging from my belt. That's so cool. I fucking love this game. Holy shit. We got bags and bags and bags. We're Ultima now. Everybody hated that in Ultima, like, I think it's 6 and 7, where you can nest bags and stuff. I always thought it was just like the best thing. Fucking Wahooka. All right, let us go ahead and activate this book of spells. Slow monster. Sure. Let us identify this other potion. Another neutralize poison. Okay. Let's go ahead and save. And let me really quick customize my spell menu, because I'm never gonna cast Slow Monster. And I only need light on here once. There we go. Spoony losing quest items in your bags. Yeah, that's Pebcac right there. Problem exists between keyboard and chair. If you're gonna be doing that shit, you keep the important items easily accessible. Unless you're playing Ultima Online, in which case you bury them in your inventory because other people will steal your shit. But we don't talk about that here. Oh, Scorpion, no joke. All right, Scorpion gets death magic. Neutralize poison doing work. All right. So let me step here. Large wooden shield. Are you anything? Cursed! And what is the staff? Just a normal quarter staff. We'll just leave that behind because it's heavy and bulky. Which is actually a system in this game that I quite like, that they differentiate between item weight and bulk, and that they're both things that you have to manage. I always thought that that was something that this game did that, like, with regards to inventory management, is way ahead of its time. These Dungeons of Sundaria. Really? Dungeons of Sundaria. Doesn't look like a modern version of this. Actually, I own Dungeons. I know what this game is. I got this game hoping it was something like Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Not Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. It wasn't bad. Hila, I barely remember what I had for dinner last night, let alone all the things that we have talked about. I am sorry. But no, yes, I have played it. It's pretty good. I believe so, BG Noise, yes. a ring. Am I gonna have to make a hard choice? Nope, it's cursed. Okay. Be gone. I appreciate you, Hila. Thank you. Thank you for the hydration. Blessed Aqua. Normal gauntlets, and I'll hold on to them. I was just gonna drop them, but no. You put on the ring, you become smart enough to realize it was stupid. I mean, probably true. Alright, another draft of detect objects. Looks like we're done on this level. On we go. I need to save before I take the stairs, just in case there's like a Balrog or something on the other side. And I interest you to EverQuest. Oh yes. Oh yes. EverQuest was glorious. Some of the trolley bullshit you could get up to was just choice. Yeah, and then you're carrying two chests around, you can't move because the chests are so fucking huge. Yeah, like they're meant to be used for bank storage. Uh-huh. Yeah, been there, done that. A staff or a spear? That's a spear, alright. Normal spear. An enchanted cape of protection. Why, yes. How are we actually looking for armor? 44 versus 40. Yeah, alright, sure. I think the last time I looked at it, my armor was in the 20s, so we're definitely coming ahead. Anything in the belt? No. Go. I don't know if it's actually worth holding on to some of these items that we're carrying, like the wool cloaks and stuff, because I think they sell for like next to nothing, but... Hadn't played EverQuest in a few years. Yeah. I mean, it's still there, and I mean, you've got like free servers and stuff if you want to go that route. EverQuest is still EverQuest. Unchanging. Grindy as hell, but you know, that's what you want. It's different to play games like that now because a lot of the sense of wonder that there used to be is gone because everything's, you know, on wikis and stuff. But every so often I go back. Game, let me have my nappy nap. I'm gonna save before I do it this time. Yeah, just in case. I'm interrupted. Oh, what is that? An uninjured giant trapdoor spider. Why? Why is the trapdoor spider coming for me? That's not how trapdoor spiders work. That's a gelatinous cube. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, it's quick. All right. No, let's heal a little bit here. This is the danger of snoozing. Oh my god, we just got wasted. We got eaten. I think it paralyzed me. I think that's what happened there, because like you can see it hit me like 4 times. Can I look at my log? Yes. Yeah, it paralyzed me. Killed by tofu. Maybe I look like a trapdoor. I don't know. I hope not. We didn't lose anything, but I guess now we know that that thing's on this level, and that's very dangerous. So let's go upstairs and have our nap. Oh my god. Let me sleep, game. There we go. All right. Now we know. How are we looking? We are a ways away from gaining a level too. Shit. Sadness. Another book of spells is always exciting, though. Teleport. Ooh. So my assumption on that is that it's gonna be like Phase Door, but we get to pick where we go, maybe? No, it's just a random location within 10 squares instead of like 5, I think. Yeah, 5 to 10. All right, so yeah, I would never cast Teleport over Phase Door then. Like that doesn't seem worth 3 times the mana cost. Like, not at all. I also need to I need to remember to be casting my buff spells too, and I'm just abjectly failing at doing so. Mostly because there are no buff bars, so like I don't know how long they last. When do they wear off? It's just too fiddly. I'm sure I'll regret that later in the game, but for now, we're okay. All right, there's our trapdoor spider friend. Little bandit. 10 pieces of silver. I assume that the coin denominations are like typical D&D, so 10 silver is 100 copper, 10 gold would be 1,000. 1 gold piece is 100 copper, 1 silver is 10. See, now I'm curious where that gelatinous cube is lurking, because what the fuck is that? What is this? It won't let me look at it. Let me look at it. A huge ogre. Okay, I'm gonna cast shield on myself here. There's a lot of dudes in there. I'm worried. Okay. I would say I'm worried that they're moving around to flank me. I don't know if the AI is smart enough to do something like that. Oh, bet it is. Bet it fucking is. I'm not giving that a chance to percolate into something bullshitty. Buff boy versus buff boy. I see what you're doing there. The dungeons are randomly generated, yes, but they don't appear to regenerate as I putter about through them. Which I thought that was a toggle, but apparently not. Alright. Oh, Ogre's slow. Ogre is dead. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Scrap of parchment. Oh, did we find another dungeon here? The end of another dungeon, I should say. You uncrumple and carefully examine the scrap of parchment, finding it covered with crude handwriting and a dark reddish-brown ink. Laboriously, you decipher the writing. Take a squad of goblin warrior and patrol ye upper level of ye fortress carefully. There be signs of intruder within ye dungeon. Runyer fears we may have missed our quarry, as Runyer has already carried his tale of success back to your castle. We must labor to bring the Ring of Truth to his word. Alright, else the leaping flames will claim us. Should ye find human men or women lying about, slay them without delay and bring us the stilled bodies, loot not their corpses, or else taste the leaping flames. The terse note prompts more questions than it answers. Who's Runyer, and what castle is this mentioned, to which Hungnir reports? Somebody ordered a dragnet. Uneasily, you suspect that you were the target just as you were the target of your village's arson. Who's masterminding this search? Grimly, you laugh as you shred the note. At least this patrol will now never loot against orders. Alright. F stands for the long S in the text. I don't know. I'm just trying. Ogres, they don't speak good. Silly little man things. So what is that? It's too heavy. Is that chainmail? Scale mail. Alright. Is it cursed? No. Well, I mean, this is just going to be better than what we have, so I'm just going to throw it on. From 44 to 62. Nice. And we also have this here, which it's just leather, so it's probably not going to be better. Also, it's cursed. Wonderful. I'll try and sleep. Immediately attacked. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the gelatinous cube to come back and just eat my face off. Okay, we're good enough on mana now, I think. Everything is cursed. Okay, so maybe we're not done. What the hell is that? Oh, cloud of gas. Okay. It looks like a fucking croissant. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hungry. It's a croissant trap. I think it's poison gas, but it looks like a fucking croissant. What is that? Smirking sneak thief. Oh boy. Oh, they're fast. If I had to guess, they steal your shit and teleport away. He had a purse on him with 11 pieces of silver, 94 pieces of copper. Not too bad. It's a cheese croissant. The gas comes later. I can respect that. Man, I wish I had Fireball. Or mana, actually, now that I look at my mana total. Come on, Ratman. You don't want to come out of the room? There you go. That thing kicked the shit out of me. Holy shit. Okay, alright, nappy nap. We're good, we're good. What is that? A shadow. Shadow is immune. That's what I thought. I figured they'd be immune to cold damage, and they are. The poor mana pool is just getting chewed through here. There we go. All Alright, we do have stairs up, so this is the bottom level by the look of things. Although, didn't we... No, for whatever reason, I thought we had found some stairs down. But no, I think we're probably finished on this one. Alright. Oh, that's troublesome. Have you played or heard of a Flash game called Submachine Legacy? I have not, and thank you very much for the bits. I will, however, tab out and check it out. Submachine Legacy. I haven't played Flash games regularly in ages. Let's see, what do we got here? Hand-drawn puzzle adventure game. Ah. I'm not generally speaking big on puzzle games because my brain just does not grok them well. I like the art style, though. And it looks grim as fuck. Interesting. This room is also grim as fuck. There's no stairs. Go back down, please. Shield. Save. Up. All right. Oh God. There's a cube. Okay. Ogres are down. Save. We died. Okay, the poison got me. Yeah. So we have finally found poison that's dangerous. Good to know. That's scorpion venom. We can cure that, though. Remember playing it during middle school. Nice. Brain yearns for the idle clicker dopamine, so you check out some free online game sites. Yeah. Yup. That's typically my jam as well for when I'm going for super simple stuff. Missed if it was made by a Polish indie comic book artist who's also an architect. I mean, you can do worse. I mean, I suppose if that's your jam. I'm not huge on Myst, so. Tofu's back to instill a lesson on proper nutrition. I wish they'd follow me down the stairs. Because when I go up, they attack me, and like I get paralyzed, and yeah, that happens. So what I'm gonna do is go up, and I'm gonna teleport. Oh, I'm gonna phase door. There. And this is why phase door and teleport exist. The classic get out of bullshit options. Assume we go down this way. And you know, I have a friend, like one of my best friends is vegan, and she's a chill vegan, thank Christ, so I don't mind talking to her about shit. I gotta talk to her one of these days about like some preparation methods for tofu. Because tofu is something that I think I could grok. I just haven't, because anytime I've tried it, it's just been bland and super, super boring. And I know every time I've talked to anybody about it, they're like, yeah, what you need to do with tofu is basically use it as like a delivery vehicle for tasty sauces and stuff, and like you can marinate it and so on. So I gotta pester her and be like, instill upon me the ways of your vegan tofuery. Like it in miso soup. Yes, that's the only way I've ever had it where I'm like, this isn't bad. There's a Chinese place out here that does like an in-house miso soup that is phenomenal. And it's got the little tofu wads in it. Marinate it and allow it to dry on a rack. Yeah, like that's a thing. Is just boring old regular tofu is not sparking joy. Who tries to eat just a block of tofu? You would be surprised. Fried. I have had fried tofu. Again, the Chinese place, they do like these little like bento boxes, and they typically come with like a couple pieces of fried tofu in it, and those are good. But that's just like because like the tofu itself doesn't taste like anything to me. It's the like breading on it that's delicious. Replace it with a T-bone steak and put it on the grill. But Ela, that's not the point. Scroll of heal minor wounds. All right, we got vendoring to do here. A lot of vendoring to do. I'm gonna sell the scroll of neutralize poison. I'm gonna keep the, I think we have a potion of neutralize. Yeah, we have an elixir of neutralize. I'm gonna hold on to that for emergencies. I suppose you'll buy a spear now. Good lord. It's a basic can be modified. Yeah, exactly. That's basically what I've heard. Pickled tofu's good if pickles are your jam. I do love me some pickles. Yeah, that is like I've been trying to eat better and stuff, and fuck, it sucks. But trying to be better. All right, what do we got for weapons? Strongly increases your chance to hit. Increases your intelligence. Really? It's also all of my money. Are hammers worth anything? Weapon-wise? No. Its weapon class is 2. Our longsword is 8. I don't think the intelligence is worth it. Yeah, it's more than all of our money. I'd be selling the sword though, and that'd get us the remainder. Also isn't meat, it's cheese. Yes. That's actually kind of how it is for me as well, Brendan. Like, meat-wise, I love chicken. Chicken is my go-to. But going vegan, it would be cheese and I can't even just say cheese, probably like a lot of dairy, because like ice cream and stuff. I have a soft spot for ice cream. But yeah, cheese, very painful. Very, very painful. Eggs, yeah. Yeah, like I don't eat beef too often either. It's so pricey now. Smoked tofu. Yeah, exactly. Like, that would be delicious. Like, there's a place out here that sells smoked mozzarella, and it's fucking great. But yeah, that's the thing, is it's the same for half the weight in mincemeat. Yeah, that's the downside to, like, the pre-made tofu, is that it's expensive. You buy cloaks? Yes, you will. Boots of levitation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually buy a pair of those. How much for a medium pack? 55, yes. What I'm gonna do is open it, and we're gonna put all of this stuff in there. So now we have more carrying capacity. Can't nest containers in a circle. The hell you say? Alright, so what we gotta do is go out, inventory, medium pack on the ground, small pack on the ground, medium packet on. Do this. I like move it up. Oh, that's not ideal. I'm gonna take this. Okay. Window, arrange. Close, close, purse, belt. There we go. Made it work. Like to know good tofu, any other attempts at getting it and cooking it resulted in a stomach ache. Weird. Oh, let's see. Nothing else here we really care too much about. I got 10,000 coppers. Gauntlets of Slaying. Ooh. I mean, yeah, okay. Twist my arm, why don't ya? They even look metal. Hell yeah. An enchanted small steel shield. Nobody can work 80 hours a week and remain organic. The Japanese are just the trial phase for the fucking... God, what are they called in Warhammer? The Tech Priest faction. Yeah, they've got it rough over there. I do not envy them. Their work culture is painful. All right, small steel shield. Where's small steel shield? That is defense 9. We have a wooden small shield, which is 3. All right, so this baseline, this shield is 3 times the defense of ours, plus whatever it being enchanted gives it. So there we go. Look at that. We've actually got like magical shit now. I'm broke again. But this is nice. I'm digging on this. Adeptus Mechanicus. Thank you, Brendan. The Gauntlets of Slinger, the OG version of Heretic Gauntlets. Oh, so what I need to do then is... Give me a second here. Where is it? This should work. I just need to play it once. I don't suppose... Do this? No, it does not. Damn it! I have a wave of the heretic laugh on my phone, but the only things I can use to play it are a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna do it a stupid way instead. Here. There you go. You probably barely heard that, but it's there. We got the shot gauntlets now. Video games. All right. So now where the hell am I supposed to go? I've killed everything what needed killing. Unless I have to go home. These are terrible noises. The not chainsaws. Is there anything hidden over here? No. Can we just go home, actually? Did we come down here? No. You realize there is no reason to return to your burned home. Okay. This is all shops. There's no way out of town. Back to the castle, I guess? We didn't actually fully complete this place. Weird rats are dangerous. Give me my mouse cursor, please. Did I get an update on the quest? Now my character is just like, I don't know what to do with this information. But at least these assholes we just murdered won't be doing any more raiding. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Was that not... Apparently that wasn't the set of stairs that I took down originally? Apparently not. Okay. Oh, hey, more exploration. I'm not going to complain for exploration because we're getting gold, we're getting items, we're getting experience points. Kind of desperately need levels. I have no problem being thorough about things here, such as we can be. Oh hey, watch my health. It's irksome, this leftmost button on our spell list. You would think that it's 1 to cast that spell. It's actually 0 to cast that spell. For reasons. Frickin' programmers starting their lists at 0. Hilarious. I'm covered with acid. That's terrible. Yes, needing to not worry about starvation is, I think, one of the reasons that this game is so much fun. And like I mentioned, equating it to Dungeon Mans, it's very similar there. You don't have a hunger clock to fight with. Oh, that's a slime. Okay, I thought that was a trap up here. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna accidentally cast shield on myself and walk into you because I'm stupid, but no. I'm just gonna spam cold bolts down the hallway. The slime is dead. That's what we wanted to see. These games are meant for more keyboard. Yes, absolutely. This plays so much better using just the keyboard. It's very snappy, and I understand that part of the reason. Ooh, a trap. Part of the reason they have the mouse input is because, you know, this is Windows 3.1, and it was like the new thing, right? That you have user interface in your games. But at the same time, it's just like, goddamn. Okay, well, let's head back down then. Oh, can I just sleep? There we go. Alright, where are stairs? Looks like east. Yes, that's the other thing, is you don't need to have the wiki open on your other monitor. And I mean, this game's help system is not bad. It's pretty robust. You can get information on just about anything that you'd want to get info on. When the first spell in your hotbar is keyed 0. I actually don't know if you can you? No, you can't. You can't cast it with your numpad. This is not. It does not accept number pad inputs as anything but arrows, even if you flip numlock off. For reasons. Oh god, now my numlock. There it goes. I was gonna say my numlock's fucked. Alt S2, thank you. Hold A, level up. Firebolt, Lightning Bolt. Alright. Cold Ball. Heal medium wounds. Rune of Return. These are all good spells. No. No worries, Jamalis. Like, that would make sense, and if I could have just hit the buttons with the numpad, that would be great. Like, I would be pleased with that, but no, of course not. Alright, let me see here. Castle of the Wind spells, because I want to see what these do. Because if these are all just single target spells, I'm gonna take Rune of Return. But if any of them is a proper AoE, and I would imagine Cold Ball might be. Alright, so Firebolt is just Cold Bolt but fire. Lightning Bolt is the same. Cold Ball explodes into a sphere covering the 9 squares around the target. Rune of Return is saving 1,000 copper with casting, but I'm not casting it though. So yeah, it looks like Cold Ball, Fireball, and Ball Lightning are just like AoE elemental damage. I'm gonna take Cold Ball. I want the AoE. And the next spell we get will be Rune of Return. Because like I haven't really been returning to town outside of just, you know, once we're done in a dungeon. Actually pull levitation off of here now. Imagine the savings. I'm not spending anything to save it. Plus we get this sweet ass fucking explosion gif. Look at that. There's at least like 4 colors in that thing. Oh shit. Gelatinous cube. Resists the attack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna go ahead and not be here anymore. like the meme of that one kid where he's like making the peace sign at the camera and just fades out. Freaking tofu. One day. One day. It's weird being able to just stand and fight enemies. Like, I just kicked the shit out of those two goblins, didn't cast a single spell. What is this life? Kick the shit out of that bandit, too. You guys, let me sleep, please. I need my... This goddamn gelatinous cube is a menace. It can open doors. Oh no, it destroyed the door. Okay. Alright, I feel a little bit less bad then. Get me out of here. Jesus Christ, it broke the other one. I'm out of here. That gelatinous cube is scary, man. Does this go deeper? Is this new level? Okay, so yeah, we weren't done in here. Okay. Alright, I thought we had found a flight of stairs down on this level, but then I saw the ones going up and I'm just like, oh, maybe I'm just stupid. Okay. Yeah, I hope it didn't follow me either. That would be horrifying. We have a gelatinous cube. It's like the snail just stalking us through the entire game. And if it touches us, we die. Fucking Mr. X. Dodging fireballs and shit. Is that a manticore? That is in fact a manticore. Alright. Yep, nailing me with spikes. Okay, that thing was beefy. Yeah, I want to save. We have a couple magic, well, tentatively magic amulets in our inventory. Cursed Amulet of Burden. Necklace of Adornment. Dang it. Disappointment. Spear? It's just a normal spear. And a Scroll of Clairvoyance. Sure, why not? Oh wait, no, I have to like drag and drop it to use it. Fuck that, too much effort. Looks like a mouse with bat wings. I mean, I'm not gonna judge. He's trying his best. I get it, that's where we all are. That's a bear, or at least the front half of a bear. We melee. You strike a ringing blow against the bear, which stumbles under your assault. I love the flavor text. Okay, yes, we can kill the bear, but it is costly. Probably better to just death magic him down. Healing magic is so good. Is there a bear at? That's the thing, is like, you know, that's the front half. Where's the back half of the bear? Mild worry. Light is actually proving quite useful. No secrets, all right. Man, Anvil of Dawn had such good music. This bear ass, aha! The gelatinous cube got it. It's just like this bear's upper half just dragging itself through the dungeon, yowling. Just waiting for death. Dangerous it was before it lost its bear butt. Oh, that's a shadow. Jesus. Nope. Need to be careful here. Don't want to die from poison. Oof. We melee down an ogre. We can, actually. Why is it always gelatinous cubes?